Welcome to Terry's Diverse Horizons, a place where we explore faith, history, culture, and the big questions with honesty, wit, and sometimes a dose of uncomfortable truth. The Gospel of Matthew, the most structured gospel with the sharpest edges. Let's be honest, most people skip the Gospel of Matthew's opening. A genealogy? Names nobody can pronounce? But here's the problem. If you skip Matthew's beginning, you miss the entire point. Matthew isn't rambling, he's building a legal case. And the verdict? Jesus isn't a random preacher, he's the promised king. Point 1. Why Matthew even exists. Matthew was written for people who already knew the scriptures. Not vibes, not feelings, scripture. Over and over, Matthew says, "This was done to fulfill what was spoken by the prophet." Translation? You've read this before. You just didn't expect it to look like this. Point 2. The genealogy people love to hate. That genealogy in chapter 1? That's not filler, it's a receipt. Matthew traces Jesus straight back to King David. Why? Because kingship matters. Lineage matters. And Matthew is making sure no one can say, "Nice story, wrong bloodline." Point 3. Religion versus righteousness. Matthew doesn't protect religious egos. Jesus calls out public prayers, fake fasting, and spiritual cosplay. Long robes, loud voices, empty hearts. According to Matthew, God isn't impressed by performance. And yes, some people still hate that. Point 4. The sermon that ruined comfortable faith. The Sermon on the Mount isn't motivational, it's confrontational. Love your enemies, forgive without keeping score, clean the inside first. Matthew's Jesus doesn't lower the bar, he raises it. And suddenly, everyone realizes this isn't just religion, it's transformation. Point 5. Parables, truth with a filter. Jesus starts teaching in parables, and people think he's being poetic. No, he's being selective. Truth lands differently depending on the heart. Some hear, some scoff. Some walk away offended. Matthew doesn't soften that reality. Not everyone wants the truth. Some just want confirmation. Point 6. Judgment, ready or not. Matthew talks about judgment more than people are comfortable with. Not to scare, but to warn. Not to cancel, but to prepare. Faith, according to Matthew, isn't about claiming a label. It's about being ready when it actually matters. The ending that changes everything. Matthew doesn't end with a debate. It ends with a command. Go and make disciples of all nations. Not suggestions, not silence, action. Christianity was never meant to be hidden, diluted, or domesticated. The Gospel of Matthew isn't gentle. It's precise, structured, unapologetic. It calls out hypocrisy, demands obedience, and reminds us that truth doesn't change just because culture does. This is Terry's Diverse Horizons, where we don't skip the hard parts. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for watching and being part of this journey. Stay safe, stay strong, and above all, stay humble.